Welcome to the Unsilent Key. Today is a different kind of video. I've been silent on my channel longer than I would love to be. As you guys know, I had my video with Janelle talking about transfusions and crisis that we've experienced together, and just talking about the impact of knowing someone with sickle cell and how your friend can experience that. I have my part 2 ready to go. I'm ready to post the following week, and George Floyd happened. For me, I didn't care about anything else. And I had to take some time. I've been very loud on my social media at one point, and then I just had to even be quiet on that front because I dealt with so much internal stress and struggle over sitting in that trauma in order to fight this fight. So I feel as though as a race, that people seem to feel the things that happen to us, whether it be our successes or our murders. We feel it as one. And I was so heavily affected by it. I was depressed, and it had a physical impact on me. I became very ill, and when I was well enough, I then didn't know how to come onto my platform, and that is, been built to be about sickle cell and my journey and my tips and tricks and all that kind of stuff. I didn't know how to talk about that, or how to talk about what I wanted to talk about within the frame of what I've already set for my channel. This week, it came to me as clear as anything. As you know from my previous videos, I work in the NHS, I work in women's health, and I also am a woman with a health condition. And the reason I say that is because this video is an introduction to a series I'm going to be starting and talking about Black Lives Matter within the healthcare system. Black women, it is known by many the disparity in the healthcare that they receive, and unfortunately the unnecessary rise in death rates because of unequal care or lack of care that they're given. And this applies to sickle cell in many ways because it is perceived as an ethnic disease, something that only affects people of color, or more specifically Black people. That is an untrue statement, even though it affects us more. This is something that can happen to anyone of any race. However, I really want to delve into a couple of things during this series. People's experiences of being a Black person, working in healthcare or needing healthcare, having sickle cell, and the fact that because it's perceived as an illness or disability that only affects minorities, the lack of awareness, funding, research, and training that goes into that, and how that affects sickle cellers when it comes to our times of need. These are kind of things that I'm going to be delving into. I'm going to be dropping you links. I'm going to be dropping you research coupled with personal testimonies. But I want to start by saying, for me, I have always been taught the importance of advocacy, self-advocacy when it comes to my health. My mom always instilled in me that I have to say what's wrong with me. Even as a kid, if we would go to the doctor, I would look to my mom to say, go on, you say, and she'd be like, no, It's your body. And I am very grateful for that training. And that's empowered me to speak up when something is happening to me, to be able to enunciate and articulate what's going on in a way that yields a response from healthcare professionals. However, that shouldn't have to be the case. Because when it comes to people of other races, they don't have to articulate their pain scale and the type of pain in the best way, in a way that makes someone feel sorry for them to receive adequate care. And that is something that is rampant in the healthcare community towards people of colour, and specifically Black women. Like I said, I work in women's health, I work in maternity, and I've seen it. It's a fact. Our pain isn't acknowledged the same. I'm really wanting to work to dismantle the idea of strong Black women. It makes you seem as though you can't feel pain, or you feel pain differently, or you can tolerate pain more, or that you are built to withstand pain. And you know what? Maybe for you that's true. Maybe you can actually handle pain so much more than another person, and your tolerance is high. But the effect that that pain has on your body is the same that it would on someone who cries at what you would grin at. Just grin and bear. And those effects, how they wear us down over time, is what I'm really wanting to talk into and get into. The physical toll that racism itself can take on us, that experiencing racism can take on us. These are all the kind of things that I really need to get off my chest, out into the air and onto my platform before I can move on with my series. I'm show you guys part 2 of my mukbang with Jen, because Black lives still matter, and this is not just a trend. I'm talking about it now because it matters to me now, it matters to me later, and it's always mattered to me, because from now to the day I die, I'll be a Black woman. I'll be a Black woman who has sickle cell, and I don't want that to be the thing that kills me. Although this is not a healthcare issue, or sickle cell issue, I want you guys to take a moment to think about why Breonna Taylor's killers have not been brought to justice. Why they have not been arrested. She's a Black woman.